I did it, I got the job. Oh, what is going on right now? I mean, I just don't know. I just don't get what's just happened over the last 24 hours. The UK's on full lockdown, I can't leave the house, but I'm also starting to go to work at Tesco's, and then I got home from my first day at Tesco's, and the company phoned me up and I've got the job. And I can't believe it. I don't think this is the right time to do this. I need to have more time to just think and just process this whole thing and just try and... I've been up since 4 because I was doing this work at Tesco's. My brain is all over the heart. But I can't speak. Right, I'm gonna actually do this properly later or tomorrow. I don't know, but I got the job. Who cares?
Morning, everyone. It is 4:43 a.m. and I've just woken up. I'm about to head off to my job at Tesco's at the moment, where I'm doing some pretty cool work actually. I'm learning how to drive these big fork trucks things and pick up this in one of the biggest warehouses in the world, and pick up stuff, collect it, take it to where it needs to go, drop it off at the right lorry which is delivering it to a shop. So I'm going to be doing this for a little while, especially now I've got it confirmed that I've got a job, and I've got a job which is going to be starting in a few months' time, so I can do this for now, which during the coronavirus feels a lot more useful. So I'm going to go and do that, and later this evening when I'm back I will be able to talk more about the job.
Okay, hello everyone. So it's probably been about a week, maybe more, since I last gave the update, which was either the day or the day after that I got the job. And I know that may seem a bit surprising, seeing how regularly I kept things going up until that point, but the last week has just been crazy. Like, in so many senses, that my life has just completely changed, and in a good way. Coronavirus is affecting lots of people a lot worse than it's affecting me. My family are all doctors, and I don't know if I mentioned that in the last one, but they're all going to work every day, making horrible decisions, dealing with it, working with people with it, and just, yeah, really horrible. I think that was partly what inspired me to get off my bum and go and do something useful during this time, and do the opposite of what everyone else is doing, which is staying indoors. So I've been, as I mentioned, working in a warehouse, driving a lollop, picking up. Well, if you've ever worked in a warehouse, then picking, and if you haven't worked in a warehouse, then basically driving around the warehouse. There's crates of products on the floor. The warehouse is huge. It's one of the biggest ones in the world. It ships to most of the UK and internationally. Fill up the cage, which today was very tough because it took so yeah, pretty tired. So that's what I've been doing. I've been getting up at like 4:30 in the morning, going to work, and then coming back, falling asleep at like 8 p.m. And the whole job thing has been, it doesn't really feel very real yet. I'm so happy. I'm like over the moon, and it works so well with this job that I'm doing now, that I can do this while everything's bad with coronavirus, and then once it calms down, A, I'll no longer really be needed at work at where I am now at the supermarket, and B, that's hopefully when I'll be able to move back into the office, and so I'll be able to start the job. But it just feels this kind of like future distant thing, which one day is going to be really exciting. But right now, I've done what I can in terms of paperwork. Nothing's changed. They're not adding me to any groups or introducing me to any of the team yet, just because I've still got 3 months before I start. And that's also led me to be a bit confused as to what I'm going to do with these videos. I've been thinking a lot more, having done my final interview, about releasing these videos. I think I will release them, but when releasing them, I was always really keen to release them as soon as I'd got a job offer, so releasing it now. By the way, also forgot to mention that I got the job on day 150 exactly, which is so cool. So that's how long it took. FYI, I haven't talked about any of that. Like that's also huge, but everything just feels so, something like this comes along and it just shakes up the whole world, and suddenly everything is, priorities change, and I'm still, it is my number one priority, but right now, getting up and helping like I'm helping to feed people and to get food where it needs to be, and to do that, and just kind of rinsing and repeating that. I've done, this will be my 9th day of work in a row since I started. So I haven't even had time to just chill at home and think about things. And I get home and I'm so tired from doing lifting all day that I just kind of basically eat and go to sleep and get up again the next morning and do it again. But I don't really want this to be about coronavirus, because A, there's enough going on. B, by the time you watch this, coronavirus probably will have gone. So you're not that interested in it anyway. I've been very cautious, and I don't want to release the videos. I decided after the final interview that I didn't really want to release them until I met the team, and I think there was a big part of me which doesn't want to kind of count my chickens before they've hatched, in a way, and kind of rock up to my first day ever at work with a YouTube channel about hacking, when I've never done anything to do with that in a practical sense. So my plan, after the final interview, I kind of decided actually I wanted to wait. It's because it seems like such a close-knit group, and it's very personal. And I think by the sounds of it, my group, my team are going to be kind of like my family for a while I'm working. So I don't know. It just didn't sit right with me. So I've kind of put that all on the back seat until I got a job and started, and then maybe after a week, month, whatever, I decide then the time is to release that. But then obviously this whole coronavirus thing has happened, and now that I'm not even really starting for maybe 3 months, maybe more. So I don't know what's going to happen with this. Luckily, if you're watching this, then it doesn't make a difference for you, because at some point in the future I've decided what I'm going to do. I still don't feel like I've really talked enough about the actual job, getting the job. But right now, I don't know, it just feels weird. Everything's just weird. But I am super happy. I honestly, I couldn't be happier. It went to plan, and everything, I did it. I did it. I don't know how many days, 30 times 5, so 5 months. Which is crazy. So 5 months from where I was all the way through to getting a job, and if coronavirus wasn't here, starting a job. I'm still a bit apprehensive because the company has to survive the next X number of months. From speaking to them about it after they gave me the job offer and I accepted it, that doesn't seem to be a problem, but you never know, and the person I was speaking to might not really know the full gravity of it. Nobody really knows. Nobody knows how long it's going to go on for. Some people say a few weeks, some people say a few months, some people say 6 months, maybe even longer, maybe even a year. So I don't really know what's going to happen with all of that, which is why I'm kind of holding myself back a little bit. And also it just doesn't feel real, It just feels too good to be true, but also there's this giant other thing, which is coronavirus, and that's kind of slide tackled my whole plan, as it were. If I'm looking a bit non-groomed, I don't think that's a word, it's because I've not groomed myself. And I've just been living the quarantine life. So that's it for now. I don't know when I'm going to update this again, but I will. And we will get there. And we will get back on track. But for now, that's it. That's my life. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Just feels weird. I'm going to stop talking. I'm I'm going to love you and leave you all, and I will see you all whenever I next see you. Who knows when that's going to be.